Now it's time for the Sunoco Cup Series here at Chicagoland. The GEICO Powersports 400. It'll be 27 laps around the 1.5 mile tri-oval. On the pole will be our winner at Richmond, Michael Dawson in the Sunoco Olds number 94. On the outside will be Chris Dollarton, our winner at the Pepsi 400 in the 66 Pontiac. Row number 2 will be Eric Matthews, a two-time winner at Charlotte and Sonoma, and Dylan Hughes, the winner at Dover and the Winston. Row number 3 will be Kathy Cantard, the number 25, Folger Chevrolet, and Josh Osborne, the 46. Row number 4 will be Jake Cole in the number 32 Nestle's Crunch Pontiac, and Skyland Carlson, our winner at California. Row number 5 will be Vanessa Franzen and Chantal Ibarra. Chantal's a two-time winner. Row number 6 will be Ryan Cooper and John Acosta. Row number 7 will be Keon Shaw, a two-time winner. Our winner at Talladega, and John Douglas in the 51 Chevrolet.
Drivers, start your engines!
Then it'll be Jamie Banks and Ray Castor in row number 8, Liam Campbell and Ryan Acosta in row 9, Austin Hughes and Jackie Qualls in row number 10, Sasha Dawson and Paige Johnson in row number 13, Tim Figel and James Qualls row 14, Aaron Reed and Megan Yee row 15, Zach Carlson, Alyssa Kondo, that's row 13. Row 14 is Zach Carlson, Alyssa Kondo. Row 15 will be all Dawson's, John and Alexander. Tim Walsh, Stephanie Naylor make row 16. Trey Campbell and Connor Breton row 19. Colin Cropley, Dylan Petit row 20. Joel Qualls, Alex Filter, Daniel Schwab, Haley Summerfield, and Johnny Gardner and Jake Junior round out the field. 27 laps. Let's get it going. Starting pole was 182.649 miles an hour. Michael Dawson clocked in qualifying. As we go green, his car will pull off. That was a crank it up couple laps, but we're back under yellow. We're under yellow for the first time today, and we saw why. It was Austin Hughes was involved in that. We saw, I do believe it was John Douglas, and we saw the number 2 of John Acosta all involved, and that was what we were focusing right here. I think we were focusing a little farther back. If you saw James Qualls, we were actually right around this ballpark. See Zach Carlson, that's Sasha Dawson. And then you see Aaron Reed down there. The window closed up. Austin Hughes goes into the number 2 of John Acosta. And then you see John Douglas tag the wall. Everybody getting away, though. The good news, I don't think John Acosta made any major forms of contact afterwards. Nope, everybody got away fine. That was basically all that went down. And then the race went back to the line was Eric Matthews. Oh, we did have more! We did have more! Ryan Cooper went in the wall. We didn't even catch that. It was what we saw with, I do believe that was Eric Matthews, Dylan Hughes, Ryan Cooper. Yep. Ryan Cooper went into Dylan Hughes, went into Eric Matthews, and Eric Matthews got in the wall. And then on the same side, Kathy Cantara and Jake Cole tagged the wall. I think that was probably its own separate deal. Let's see. Wow. Jake Cole basically getting pushed up onto his ear. You see, there's where Ryan Cooper goes in. You see Jake Cole pushed right into the wall with Kathy Cantara, and then Kathy's just pushing him. Literally pushing him over, and then Dylan Hughes gets on his side. What a lucky break for Chris Dollarton, but that was not pretty. And then, up there goes Sasha Dawson. And then you have a spinning. Let's see who else taking hits. Trey Campbell, Paige Johnson. It turned into a bad situation going worse. Joe Qualls, Ryan Acosta, Connor Breton going in the grass, Daniel Schwab, Jay Gianorin. My goodness. And Colin Cropley got through that one by hook or by crook. Let's go on board with Dylan Hughes. Let's go on board with Colin Cropley first, because you talk about dodging 2 bullets, you dodged 2 bullets. Let's go on board with Colin. There's number 1. He got through that far. Now here comes number 2. There's your number 2. You see Trey Campbell in front of him. He gets tagged. Basically made a opening for Colin Cropley. Unbelievable. Now let's go back to Dylan Hughes. Find it. Yep, there's Dylan Hughes. Let's go back on his shot. He had a rambunctious ride here. My goodness. Unheard of. And obviously Dylan Hughes has dropped out of the race. And we're going to be back to green flag racing this time by, though. So let's go quickly over the field. Michael Dawson leads, Vanessa Francis second, Keon Shaw, Chantelli Barra, Jamie Banks, Josh Osborne, Liam Campbell, Skyland Carlson, Chris Dollarton, Aaron Reed, your top 10. Then Ray Caster, Zach Carlson, Jackie Qualls, John Dawson, Colin Cropley, Eric Matthews, Alexander Dawson, Tim Fiegel, Joel Qualls, Connor Breton, Johnny Gardner, Daniel Schwab, Ryan Acosta, Alyssa Kondo, Tim Welch, J.G. Anoran, Kathy Cantara, Paige, Haley Summerfield, Paige Johnson, Austin Hughes. How about James Qualls out of the race with a piston problem? Dylan Petite's out. Megan Yees, Sasha Dawson, Jake Cole, Dylan Hughes. Austin Hughes is on the inside. Look at the attrition list. We'll get back to that when we get to the end. I'm surprised how many have fallen out of the race just in one fell swoop. But Michael Dawson is going to lead the field. And Vanessa Franzen will be second. Keon Shaw is in third. Then Chantelli Barra, who's really going to like this because points implications helping that James Qualls is going to DNF. But Vanessa's going to try to make a move to the number 1 spot on Michael Dawson. It'll be 20 laps to go. Vanessa Francis is going to lead a lap, but here comes Keon Shaw. Right now, out of these top 6, actually 7 now, 2 of them are non-winners. Josh Osborne right there, and right behind him, Liam Campbell and Stroh's Light Ford. Everybody else has one. Keon Shaw won at Talladega. Jamie Banks won at Atlanta. Vanessa Franzen won at North Wilkesboro. Chantelli Barra won at Darlington in Michigan. And Michael Dawson 1 at Richmond. But Josh Osborne's going to try and challenge Jamie Banks for the number 1 spot. Not going to happen, though. Good 2x2 racing there. Now Skyland Carlson and Chris Dollarton closes the gap. So is Jackie Qualls. As well as you see Zach Carlson, John Dawson, and Alexander Dawson. Then Colin Cropley doing battle with the beer cars, dueling battle with Ray Castor. 3 wide racing going on here for the number 1 spot. Josh Osborne's just going to keep a nose out in front of Vanessa Franzen. But Vanessa, the 2 beer cars, the Miller and Stroh's cars, going to do battle again. As Liam Campbell takes the number 1 spot. You talk about all beer cars all the time. You've got these 2, and then you got Skyland Carlson in the Keystone number 16 Ford. Now Chantel Ibarra is going to get in there. 3 wide racing going on here. This is getting good. The field's starting to get really good over here. Jackie Qualls now in the mix. But Liam Campbell leads. Skyland Carlson's going to go in the top 5. Same with Jackie Qualls and the Hungry Jack Buick, number 34. It's pretty distant. This crop has distanced themselves from the next 2, which are Colin Cropley and Tim Fiegel. Oh, and we got more trouble. Keon Shaw, Chantel Ibarra, Skyland Carlson, and we're going to be back onto yellow. I do believe the pace car has not pulled out yet. Yep, now it is. I think they're going to be racing it back to the line, though. It will be a race back to the line, I guess. I don't think the caution happened when they crossed the stripe, so I do believe they're going to race back to the line. Nope. But that was ugly. Colin Cropley got around it. I know that for a fact. But let's see what happened that triggered that yellow. I saw Josh Osborne was one of the victims for the most part. I think it was the race back to, I don't think the yellow was out yet. So we saw with Chantel Ibarra. Bam. Into the wall goes Chantel Ibarra. Caught Vanessa Francis. Skyland Carlson. Jackie Qualls gets pushed off to the side. Keon Shaw is spinning. Skyland Carlson is spinning. Chantel Ibarra. Liam Campbell won the race back to the line. Obviously got to the line before the yellow came out. There's Alexander Dawson trailing behind Skyland Carlson. Unheard of. So that was what happened there. So now let's get back to looking at our list thus far. Liam Campbell leads. Then it's Jackie Qualls, Vanessa Franzen, Jamie Banks, John Dawson, Chris Dollarton, Zach Carlson, Josh Osborne, and Michael Dawson and Skyland Carlson, your top 10. Then it'll be Tim Fiegel, Aaron Reed, Alexander Dawson, Colin Cropley, Ray Castor, Johnny Gardner, Daniel Schwab, Connor Breton, Joel Qualls, Chantel Ibarra, Eric Matthews, Alyssa Kondo, Tim Walsh, Kathy Cantara, Haley Summerfield, Paige Johnson, Keon Shaw. Ryan Acosta has dropped out of the race. Austin Hughes will pass him, so Austin Hughes be 29th. Ryan Costa will join J.G. Noren, who dropped out with a radiator problem. James Qualls, our points leader, out. And I think that'll actually, help matter. I don't know if that's still going to make a difference. I don't know if Chantel's going to have enough to catch up to James, because that really hurt her chances, that caution. Then it'll be Dylan Petit, Megan Yee, who basically lost fuel And then Sasha Dawson, Jake Cole, Dylan Hughes, John Acosta, John Douglas, Ryan Cooper, Trey Campbell, Stephanie Naylor, and Alex Filter all out of the race. So as it stands right now, I think, yep, Austin Hughes, I think, is still, yep, Austin Hughes is still in the race. So Austin will pass Ryan Acosta, and we'll have 28 cars left that's racing. We'll be back to green flag racing. It'll be lap number 16 of 27. It'll be 11 laps to go for Liam Campbell and Jackie Qualls. And we are green. Liam Campbell leads. Good jump. Jackie Qualls, a little sluggish. So now they're all going to get past Austin Hughes, which is what you don't want to be pinned behind him. And I think a lot of the field actually did make that mistake, trying to use him as a drafting partner, which is not going to cut it. Josh Osborne eventually gets around him. Same with Skyland Carlson, Michael Dawson, Aaron Reed, and Colin Cropley. So Colin gets the moves up to points. Aaron Reed's now going to challenge Skyland Carlson. He was our winner at Riverside. And up front, we got a battle for the lead. Here comes Jackie Qualls passing Liam Campbell. The field's starting to distance themselves again. Then there's John Dawson in third. John's trying to get his long overdue first win. Then you have a couple of our previous winners, Chris Dollarton, who won at Daytona, and Vanessa Franzen, who won North Wilkesboro, then Zach Carlson. But now the battle goes on for the number 1 spot. 10 laps to go. John Dawson's got it. But now here comes Liam Campbell. Same thing. And then Zach Carlson trying to pass Chris Dollarton to make the top 4 all non-winners. 3 abreast situation coming, not to happen. Now behind him, here comes Colin Cropley trying to make a move on Josh Osborne. Right now, this is battle for 7th, I do believe. Here's your top 6. Right here, Josh Osborne, Johnny Gardner, Connor Breton. There's your top 10 going all out for each other. Johnny Gardner, our winner at Texas. Josh Osborne has not won. Here comes Joel Qualls and Aaron Reed again. 3 abreast racing going on for just the number 7 spot. Connor Breton's got it. Now Joel Qualls getting in there. Josh Osborne drops back. Johnny Gardner gets in there. Here comes Aaron Reed again. Go back up to the front. Johnny Dawson still leads. Here comes Jackie Qualls again. Jackie's going to try to make a move on the inside. Go for a 3 abreast situation. Nope, not really. He's going to go for the number 2 spot on Zach Carlson while John Dawson leads. John, we saw Alexander win at Rockingham. We saw Sasha win at Martinsville. We saw Michael win at Richmond. Can today be the day for John Dawson? Now Jackie Qualls in the number 3 spot. But here comes Liam Campbell. Liam gets the number 1 spot, but now he's got lap traffic. You're not in a good position when you have Paige Johnson's lap traffic. That really hurt him as John Dawson retakes the lead just like that. And now the battle for second is Jackie Qualls and Zach Carlson. Zach, we saw Skyland win at California. Now Zach in the Heinz 57, Pontiac Hut Strickland 89 Cup car. He's going to pass Jackie. There's Aaron Reed, Johnny Gardner, Colin Cropley, Connor Breton, and Tim Vigil. So starting to spread themselves out a little bit. But now they're starting to close themselves up. Now Jackie's going to try to make a move on the inside again. Nope, not going to happen. They all get back at the line. do believe it. 4 laps to go. As here comes Zach Carlson again. Challenge John Dawson. And Carlson's got the lead. They all go in single file. Same thing with Liam Campbell. Chris Dollarton battling it out for 5th with Vanessa Franzen. Here comes Aaron Reed now making a move. The same thing with Johnny Gardner. Aaron Reed's going to get into the 6th spot. Johnny Gardner's going to take 7th. And there comes Colin Cropley. Connor Breton, Tim Fiegel. Connor Breton moves to the inside. Same thing with Colin Cropley. Up here we got some great racing. 2 to go. Here comes Jackie Qualls to pass Johnny Gardner. We're going to have a first-time winner right here, and it's going to be one of these 4 unless something happens out of the ordinary. Like here comes that lap traffic. That could be troublesome. We've got 3 cars in lap traffic. Haley Summerfield, Austin Hughes, and Vanessa Franz. Excuse me, that's Jamie Banks. Jackie Qualls takes advantage of it, as Johnny Gardner got pinned. Jackie Qualls has got enough momentum. White flag, 1 more lap to go. And now here comes he basically has distanced her. She basically has distanced herself from the rest, as Zach Carlson's now has a little bit of not enough room. They're trying to close the gap, but the checkered flag's getting set to fly. Jackie Qualls is going to join her son as the winner in the Sunoco Cup Series as she wins the GEICO Powersports 400 with the Hungry Jack Buick. Way to go. 2nd spot goes to Zach Carlson. 3rd spot, Liam Campbell. 4th spot, Johnny Dawson. A very good showing for John. And rounding out the top 5 will be Colin Cropley. A top 5 finish. Way to go, Colin. Johnny Gardner will get 6th. Vanessa Franzen 7th. Chris Dollarton 8th. Tim Fiegel 9th. And Aaron Reed rounding out the top 10. Then it'll be Connor Breton, Josh Osborne, Aaron Reed, Daniel Schwab, Ray Castor, Skyland Carlson, Alexander Dawson, Joel Qualls, Eric Matthews, Michael Dawson, Chantelli Barra, Tim Walsh, Keon Shaw, Alyssa Kondo, Kathy Cantara. The last car in the lead lap, then Haley Summerfield, Jamie Banks, and Paige Johnson were a lap down, and Austin Hughes was 2 laps down. Then Ryan Acosta, J.G. Norm with radiator problems, piston problems for James Qualls, Dylan Petit dropping out, Megan Yee lost fuel, and Sasha Dawson, Jake Cole, Dylan Hughes, John Acosta, John Douglas, Ryan Cooper, Trey Campbell, Stephanie Naylor, and Alex Filter, all of which are DNFs. But your winner here at Chicago, it's a Qualls, alright, but it's Jackie. She gets her first, and it really helps in the case for her, but as far as the points is concerned, it does not help for her son, because with that DNF, he actually lost the points lead by 1 point. He's actually behind Ray Castor. The only difference is 1 point separating Ray from James, and only 6 points representing Ray from Alexander Dawson. From the top 7, all of which are less than 100 points separating Ray Castor from. Because Chantelli Barr is 4th, Vanessa Franzen rounds out the top 5, then Eric Matthews and Johnny Gardner. Then Trey Campbell, John Dawson, Tim Fiegel, Austin Hughes, Kathy Cantara, Skyland Carlson, Sasha Dawson, Jake Cole, John Douglas, Daniel Schwab, Zach Carlson, Dylan Hughes, and Josh Osborne, your top 20. Then it'll be Paige Johnson, Alex Filter, who is starting off strong in the lead of the points early on, but has tapered off since. Stephanie Naylor, Chris Dollarton, Connor Breton, Jamie Banks, Liam Campbell, Alyssa Kondo, Ryan Cooper, Ray Acosta, Joel Qualls, Dylan Petit, Colin Cropley, Tim Walsh. Jackie Qualls gets her first win, only gets her in 35th. J.G. Norton, Aaron Reed, Michael Dawson, Haley Summerfield, Keon Shaw, Megan Yee, and John Acosta rounding out the field. But that is after 20. We're at the halfway point. Next up, the Slick 50 300 at New Hampshire coming up.